Good morning, guys. I am heading out to go Christmas shopping, but I also have to pick up an Azure Standard food order. So I figured I'd bring you guys along. Ooh. I'm not bringing my camera stand, so it might get a little wonky in here. For those of you that may not know, Azure Standard is a bulk purchase organic foods company, but they also sell like cleaners, and it's like a grocery store. And how organic or healthy, minimally processed food is mostly more expensive in the store, especially at smaller amounts, Azure Standard does a really good job of buying these things in bulk and providing them to you at cost, at a good price if you buy large amounts of good, healthy food. I don't purchase from Azure Standard too much, mostly because I use it solely for bulk buying. You know, I go to the store a couple times a week while I'm out and about or after the gym. It's not that much of a hassle for me to go to the store here. So if ever I need something that I don't have in the garden or we don't have in a freezer, I don't mind running to get it. So the things that I do buy from Azure usually will last me several months. I am finally re-upping on my bulk pinto beans, and the last time I bought them was, I think, last time this year, and I've just slowly chugged through a 5-gallon bucket of pinto beans. It's been great. So I am getting a few things today, not too many. This isn't some sort of grandiose Azure Standard haul, but it is refilling a lot of my bulk foods that I'm running out of. I'm back, and as you can see, I did not get much. I got a 25-pound bag of ultra unifying unbleached bread flour, organic, and then a 25-pound bag of organic pinto beans as well. And these should last me a whole year. In fact, I pulled out the bucket that has my pinto beans in it from the closet. I still have so much. I'm actually gonna make a crock pot of beans today after I get done with this video. But so what I'm gonna do is just put these beans, take these beans out, put the fresh beans in, and then add these back on top. I don't remember if a 25-pound bag takes up a whole 5-gallon bucket. I guess we'll find out. And then I have another 5-gallon bucket that I'll put this bread flour in. But what I'm gonna do with the bread flour first is freeze it for a couple days. That's gonna ensure that if there are any little bug eggs in there or weevil eggs, they will not propagate in my 5-gallon bucket over the year. And then I also got, here's a flyer that they put in every order. This Sierra Nevada raw milk cheddar cheese. I've never tried this before. We can purchase raw milk where I live, and there is a dairy in Albuquerque, which is just a few hours from me, that specializes in raw milk, and they serve it at a local health food store here. So I have purchased that raw milk, but they don't make any other raw milk products besides just their milk. So I've always wanted to try some of the cheese that I find on Azure. I'm finally doing it. And then this, just a loofah, just not a loofah, apparently. It is not a loofah, it's better than a loofah. I believe it's made from the fibers of this cactus. It's called ayate. I don't know. Anyways, I needed a new shower sponge, so I got it while I was online. And that is it. That is all I bought. Now, I did attempt to purchase a 25-pound bag of jasmine white rice as well, because we go through a lot of rice. But unfortunately, with the way that Azure works, if they run out of stock right before they're loading the truck, they will just take that off your order and you'll have to try again next month. That has happened to me a couple times for various things. It's not too big of a deal. I can purchase rice at my local store that I don't mind eating. I just will definitely try again next month to get that 25-pound bag because we go through so much rice. So we're gonna take this to the freezer. And I'm just not quite sure where I'm gonna find room. Honestly, I don't think I will. I might be able to lay it flat in there. Probably not. I'm thinking my best bet is moving some of this up here and shoving the bag in there. I'm glad that we have no freezer space because we have so much meat, but it is incredibly inconvenient. We should have some more freezer space soon though, because part of the problem is that Chase and I both, put you guys down. Crooked, all wompy. Chase and I both saved our hides from the deer that we hunted this last month, and they are currently frozen inside one of the freezers. They take up quite a bit of space. But we just have not had the time to flush them out or begin the hide tanning process just yet. Hopefully after the holidays that will get done. But here in the garden it has been getting pretty cold, and my cold hardy plants are even starting to give out. Here's my calendula. Oh, boo. They got a good amount of flowers off that one before he kicked the bucket though. A lot of these radishes are looking pretty frost damaged here. Still alive, and I'm still letting them grow. That last big radish harvest that I did on video, I still have some of those guys inside. I have not used them all, so I'm trying to preserve my harvest by not harvesting it in the first place. Root vegetables can survive for quite a while in the ground as long as the plant itself is taken care of. Especially with carrots, you can basically just store them in the ground over winter. I haven't seen any beet heads yet, although I'm starting to get some development here. They're just not as big as I want them to be to harvest them. And these are going to be the albino beets. I'm very excited to see those. I'm sorry to report my peas are pretty much done. They just cannot take the cold quite like the rest of these cold weather crops can. And I did not get any peas off of these plants this year. I think I'm going to give up on peas, guys. I just don't see the point. I could have planted this with something else. I don't know what, but something else. Instead of the third year in a row of trying to get peas and getting really excited and then just being disappointed. But they grew really well. They were very vigorous and healthy this year, more so than in last year. So I'm happy. They're still alive. I mean, they're not dead yet. I'm just not real certain I'm going to get anything out of these guys. It's only going to keep getting colder. In here in this pea bed, not only did I plant a few garlics, but I had this Amsterdam celery, which is a cut and come again celery. And the frosts, or the freezes, should I say, have just wiped this guy out. I was under the impression that this was a pretty cold tolerant plant. And I was pretty excited to have celery this year because I've never been able to grow it. I don't have a lot of cool weather that celery thrives in. It's either hot or cold. So I thought this would do better, and it didn't, which is okay. The plant's still alive. It might pull through. It may just go dormant all winter and then sprout back up in the spring when it starts warming up, and that would be fine. That might happen with a lot of these plants. These peas might make it all the way through the winter and then start blooming in the short period of time we have cool weather in the spring. So it's not a complete waste of space. I just might have to wait longer than I thought I would to get food. Did some cleanup of this area. This is where I'm going to have my next bed go. It's going to be rather long because I have shade cloth cover that extends all the way over here, but I have no beds, so I need to plant one. Of course I'm going to plant it. I need to build one this winter right there. But with the holidays and all the stress of just this time of year, I usually wait to start building massive things or starting any large projects until after the new year. These guys are loud. What are you doing? They want snacks. We had a bunch of deer corn left over from our hunt, and they've just been getting deer corn snacks for several weeks now. There you go. Okay guys, I'm gonna go wrap Christmas presents, and I will catch you on the next one.